Professional wrestling is a tough sport. There are people who say wrestling isn't a sport at all, but these athletes have made believers out of hundreds of thousands of fans throughout North America. They come to the arenas in hordes to watch and participate in their favorite sport. Here in the Maritimes, wrestling is a summer sport that has seen attended figures grow with every season. As for the wrestlers themselves, there are good guys and bad guys, good versus evil. And the fans cheer for people like Big Stephen Pettipaw or Leo Burke. They hate the likes of the Cuban assassin and killer Carl Krupp. Krupp is a household name in the Maritimes and is one of the top wrestlers in the world.
Their ability is like the cigar. It goes puff up into smoke. I am still the European champion. No thanks to Mr. Burke and Mr. This Hercules Cortez and the Disco Duck Malumba. Or Stephen Pettipaw, Hubert Gallant, Bobby Kay. You mentioned them. We are here and we are still champions. And we can still afford to smoke these cheap maritime cigars they call Old Port.
Hardcore wrestling fans are a dedicated lot. Many won't miss a match no matter what. And sometimes the action outside the ring is as entertaining as the action inside the squared circle. Tomorrow, we'll take a look at tag team wrestling. For the Notebook, this is Wade Wilson. Tag teams are one of the most exciting attractions at wrestling cards. 4 wrestlers with a combined weight of almost 1,000 pounds are involved. Often, they all end up inside the ring and mayhem breaks out. The number 1 team in Atlantic Canada is the Cuban Assassin and Dr. Hito. These two have tormented fans and other wrestlers for longer than most care to remember. Right now, the best tag team in the world wrestles out of Atlanta. The fabulous Freebirds are the number 1 draw in North America. Sometimes there is blood in wrestling matches. The blood can come from capsules hidden inside a wrestler's trunks, or it could be real blood that comes from small cuts on a wrestler's forehead. The cuts won't bleed until the wrestler is thrown into a ring post and then it gushes. The bloodthirsty crowd goes wild. It's not very often you find an athlete who is willing to bleed for his fans. Like other professional sports, wrestling is big business. If the matches are entertaining, and they usually are, the auditorium will be full. Tomorrow, we take a look at television wrestling. For the Notebook, this is Wade Wilson. Television wrestling is big business. During the summer months, when Atlantic Grand Prix Wrestling is taped at ATV in Moncton, the fans line up outside the television station hours before the show actually starts. The fans come to cheer for the good guys and boo the villains. When the show plays back, thousands of Maritimers are glued to their sets. TV wrestling is good for the ratings, and television is good for wrestling. Jerry White is the producer of Atlantic Grand Prix Wrestling on ATV.
Wrestling has always been a big program in Canadian television, and it's been in existence ever since television came to this country. And some of the wrestling stars are household names in this country. Whipper Billy Watson, Mean Gene Kiniski. And then it goes on and on. Some of these wrestlers have retired, and there's always new stars, and they have their fans, and people know who they are, and we have a big audience. In this area, Atlantic Grand Prix Wrestling draws 120,000 people per program, and that's a lot of fans. Not every wrestling fan goes to the arena, but they do watch it on television, and it's a good program, and it's always been popular and always will be. It's good television. Television is good for the sport's good for TV, and it's really popular. And no matter who you are, you know who the stars are. You might not tell your friends, but you watch it. It's good stuff.
Television wrestling has always had a big following here in the Maritimes. Many of the people who watch the matches on TV also pay to see the wrestlers in person at their local arenas. Like most sports, wrestling depends on fan support, and television is the main reason wrestling is as popular as it really is. For The Notebook, this is Wade Wilson.